Soy de Atrisco. My name is James Chavez. I was born and raised in Atrisco. I am the 8th generation descendant of Fernando Durani Chavez, founder of the land and legacy of Atrisco. At the age of 4, I sold produce to help my family income. I knew how to give change. I sold chile, maíz, melones in my little red wagon. Up and down Mares, Arenal, Foothill, Ramirez, Aragon, and Kelly, all dirt roads at this time. My customers would say, "¿Cuánto por un bote de 10?" And I would respond, "5 centavos." The only way to get to school was on foot, which was about a mile away. At the corner of Mares and Atrisco was a little mom-and-pop store called Roques. It was a favorite hangout of the teenagers. I can remember the white t-shirts with a pack of Lucky Strikes rolled up into the sleeve and the double-cuffed Levi's. They drank a tall bottle of Coca-Cola, racking up points on the pinball machines. As I continued on my way to school, heading north on Atrisco, and around the Vuelta, the bend, was Baltasar's barbershop. Señor Cacahuates, also referred to as Mr. Gomez or Gomesindo, a local farmer, and a neighborhood curandera. The next intersection at Kelly Road was Eddie's grocery store. All the women in the neighborhood would stand in the doorways with their aprons watching for our safety as we made our way to school. The aroma of tortillas and freshly roasted green chili filled the air. I remember my first day at Atrisco School. My mother walked me to school to show me the way, since I was to walk on my own from then on. As I entered the school building, I can recall a giant wood door, the creaky oak floors, the massively thick adobe walls, and the very high ceilings of this majestic building. It definitely had a huge impact of prominence and importance. I remember it as a magical place. In reality, this old adobe was the alcalde, the county seat of Rio Abajo during the Spanish period, a stagecoach stop during the United States territorial period, jail and courthouse, and finally, the educational hub of the community of Atrisco. A favorite place the kids would like to play for recess was under a large cottonwood tree. We wanted to know how big around was the tree. We then joined hands and formed a circle around the old tree. It took 10 of us kids to go all around. As a kid, I did not realize that I was learning reality math. Later in that same school year, it was announced that there would be a new school. The teacher said that we were getting a modern building with better heating and air conditioning. Everyone was happy to hear the news. When I found out that the old building was going to be knocked down in order to build a new school, I determined that I had to do something. So there I stood in 1958 during the morning recess in front of the bulldozer that in my mind was going to destroy a piece of history. I was then whisked away to the principal's office. I pleaded with the principal, "Please do not let them tear down this old building." Nonetheless, I got the paddle and I was put in detention from recess and lunch for my own safety. This took place some 30 years prior to Tiananmen Square, and to this day I feel responsible that I could have done more. Today I am a retired educator. I taught at TVI, now known as CNM, a community college where I taught math and science for 32 years. During my tenure as a teacher, I also held a GB 98, which is a general contractor's license. I now own a 100-year-old plus old adobe building with creaky oak floors, which I converted into a trading post and gallery. Who would have thought that growing up in Atrisco would teach me the skills to teach math, build and work with adobe, and come full circle working in sales.